Welcome to HCTV Sports, broadcasting live from the Hastings Middle School pool. My name is Julie Urban, and we are so glad you are with us tonight. Welcome to the fans from the Hastings Raiders and the Simley Spartans. We are glad you're with us. Tonight we have a spectacular swim meet ahead of us. This event proves to be really exciting, and we're glad you're watching with us. The Simley Spartans are here. The Hastings Raiders are hosting this meet tonight. Just to go over a few things, the captains for the Simley Spartans are Nico Lozinski, Joseph Manzer, Brandon Patrician, and Joseph Waska. Coaches for the Spartans are Lynn Newton, Jim Lozinski, Lisa Lindquist, and Michael Modica. For the Raiders, captains Joe Everson and Ryan Lester, and coached by Jerry Rupp, Katie McKelvin, and Brianna Arness. The teams have finished warming up, and we hope to begin soon. Tonight's officials are Tanya Iverson and Rachel Treadway. Just so you know, at the top of your screen is lane 1. Then obviously counting down, lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is closest to you. Hastings Raiders will be swimming in lanes 1, 2, and 3, and the Simley Spartans will be in lanes 4, 5, and 6. This is done especially just this way this year for COVID precautions. Usually they alternate lanes so competitors are right next to each other. But this year it's Hastings in 1, 2, 3, and the Spartans in 4, 5, and 6. These swimmers are ready for quite a swim meet tonight, with Hastings Raiders beating the St. Thomas Cadets last week. It sets up the Raiders and the Spartans for a dual meet tonight that is a crucial meet and should be really close and fun. We will go to a break as the swimmers continue to get ready, and we will be back. Welcome. We are set to begin this swim meet. If you are just joining us, we are HCTV broadcasting live from the Hastings Middle School pool. Tonight we have the hometown Hastings Raiders versus the visiting Simley Spartans. I think we are in for an exciting swim meet. Welcome to all of you Spartan fans tuning in, and to all the Hastings fans from around the country. I know there are many grandparents and family members that are enjoying these live broadcasts. Thanks to HCTV for making it possible during the pandemic. It's great to know that we can watch. Again, if you're just joining us, Hastings swimmers will be in lane 1, 2, and 3, and Spartan swimmers in lanes 4, 5, and 6. We are starting with our first event, which is the 200-yard medley relay, the JV heat. Just have one Spartan team: Zachary Elitzko, Vincent Evangelista, Colin Iverson, and Elliot Tabor. This is the 200-yard medley relay. Each swimmer swims a 50, which is 2 lengths, so down and back, and in a medley relay, each swimmer swims a different stroke. Start with backstroke. The Litzko coming into the wall, Evangelista taken off next. In the medley relay, the order of strokes is backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, and free. Evangelista hits the wall, turns to head back to the blocks. His teammate is up on the blocks, ready. Iverson will do the butterfly leg of the relay. Colin Iverson at 25 yards, headed back for his second length. Colin gets to the wall, and Elliot Tabor will take off for the freestyle. As you watched relays tonight, you'll notice that swimmers exchange while one swimmer hits the wall and the other swimmer leaves the block. Swimmers try to time it perfectly for the fingers of the swimmer in the water to touch the wall as the toes of the swimmer on the block are leaving the block. The fingers have to touch before the toes leave the block. Elliot is finishing up, and we'll move on to the 200-yard medley relay varsity. You'll have a full 6 lanes of relay swimmers. Hastings lanes 1, 2, and 3. Simley lanes 4, 5, and 6. In lane 1 will be Tyler Wood, Nick Cohen, Garrett Watterson, and Jake McNamara. In lane 2 for Hastings, Tristan Herbst, Obi Haveman, Charlie Jensen, and Ryan Lester. And in lane 3 will be Philip Jensen, Liam Shellhammer, Adam Dewar, and Hudson Doty. In lane 4 for the Spartans, Brandon Patrician, Joseph Waska, Ethan Gregg, and Hunter Dilla. In lane 5 for the Spartans, Eric Schroeder, Hunter Collins, Dominic Olays, and Austin Pentilla. For Simley in lane 6, Albert Manzor, Lucas McGonigal, John Tabor, and Carter Klein. It looks like the Hastings Raiders in lane 3 hit the wall first. That was Philip Jensen, and now Liam Shellhammer is in the pool with the Breaststroke. Liam turns for home. Simley is behind them in lanes 4, 5. Hastings in 4th place in lane 2, and a tight race between 6 and 1. Adam Dewar in the pool for Hastings, the 3rd leg, the butterfly leg of the relay. Ethan Gregg for Simley, and Dominic Olays for Simley. Quite a race here for 4th, 5th, and 6th. The final swimmers for Hastings hit the water. This is Hudson Doty and Hunter Dilla in lane 3. Here comes Austin Pentilla. We are in for a race for 4, 5, and 6. Ryan Lester in lane 2. Jake McNamara in lane 1. And Carter Klein in lane 6. Looks like Ryan's going to get to the wall. Ryan is a diver. Many divers are also swimmers. Great job. Hastings wins that in a time of 1:44. Simley is 2nd and 3rd. Hastings is 4th, Simley is 5th, and Hastings 6th. Next is the 200-yard freestyle swim. Junior varsity.
We do have a disqualification, lane 4 for Simley.
The announcer just announced that in lane 4 for Simley, they were disqualified. There are many rules of swimming. I am not sure which one was missed or broken tonight to disqualify. It could have been a number of hands touching the wall. It could have been the timing of the relay swimmers leaving the blocks. It could have been a flip turn. It is complex.
Event 3 is our 200 Freestyle Jv Heat. For the Raiders,
This is our 200 Freestyle JV Heat. In lane 2, Kenrick O'Donnell. In lane 3, Tori Selner. Those are Raiders swimmers. In lane 4 for Simley, Ethan Deeb. In 5 for Simley, Vincent Evangelista. And in lane 6 for Simley, Elliot Tabor. A 200 free is 8 lengths of the pool. It is not a sprint, it's not a distance race. It's a hard race. They can't all out sprint, but they can't dawdle. They have to push the tempo for 8 lengths. Ethan Deeb from Simley in lane 4 hits the wall first, followed by teammate Vincent Evangelista. Not far behind are Tori Selner, Kenrick O'Donnell, and Elliot Tabor. $50 down, 150 to go. Ethan turns first, again followed by Vincent, Tori, Kenrick, and Tabor. These two teams have a long history of great swim meets. They are part of the Metro East Conference. That includes the North, Mahtomedi, Hill Murray, South St. Paul, Tartan, Simley, St. Thomas Academy, and Hastings. Ethan has turned to swim his last 50. You can see the varsity, or you might be able to see on your screen the varsity swimmers getting ready. Swimmers kind of have this rather odd habit of hitting themselves, kind of slapping themselves, getting their muscles geared up for their swim. They pace, they bounce, they swing their legs and arms, making sure their muscles are ready to fire after the starter gets them started. Ethan finished first, followed by Vincent, Tori Selner, Kenrick O'Donnell. I apologize, O'Donnell finished in lane 2, then it was Selner, and Tabor in lane 6. As these swimmers crawl out of the pool, excuse my voice. These swimmers crawl out of the pool, and we will have the 200 freestyle varsity swim. Again, 8 lengths. In lane 1, we have Hudson Doty from the Hastings Raiders. In lane 2, Isaac Schulk from the Hastings Raiders. In lane 3, Joe Everson, captain of the Hastings Raiders. In lane 4, we also have a captain, Nico Lozinski from Simley. In lane 5, Ethan G from Simley. And in lane 6, Andy Watts from Simley. Swimmers off on their way to 8 lengths. Joe Everson and Nico Lozinski seem very close at the first turn. Nico has incredibly long arms that look graceful and smooth, as well as Joe. They will fight through this race. Swimmers work really hard on turns and underwater as after they turn or as they enter. A lot of time can be lost or made up on turns. The race for 3, 4, 5, and 6 is tight between G, Watts, Doty, and Schulk. Lozinski has open water between him and Joe Everson. One more 50. Nico turns from home. Joe Everson coming into the last turn. Kicking with all he can for home. And Ethan G. Watts in lane 6. Isaac Schulk in lane 2 and Hudson in lane 1. Nico in lane 4 wins the race in 1:45.60. That is a fast 200. That is 1 second, about 1 second slower than Thomas Melchow, from St. Thomas, who set our pool record in 1994. That's a record that's been around for a while. JV heat of the 200 IM. We have 4 swimmers. Obi Haveman from Hastings in lane 3. Aiden Pizheimer in lane 4 from Simley. Christian Jack from Simley in lane 5. And Zachary Ilitzko in lane 6. This is the 200 IM. Like the medley relay, this individual medley is 2 lengths of 4 different strokes. They start with fly. Fly, back, breast, and free. OB hit the wall first, followed by jack, Elitsko, and Aiden Pizimmer. I apologize. Some of these names are new to me, and I'm doing my best. Jack in lane 5, backstroke. He turns. Next at the wall is Obi, Pizimmer, and Ilitschko. Breaststroke is next. You can hear swimmers in a very rhythmic chant when the teammates in a very rhythmic chant when the swimmer's head is above water. They can hear. They are encouraging their swimmers. Jack has open water lead. Haveman and Pizimmer are in for a good race. Freestyle, 50 free left. A race in lanes 3 and 4, that is for sure. Might come down to fingertips at the wall. Jack from Simley is going to hit the wall first. We'll see who touches first. Pizimmer from Simley outtouched Haveman and Elitsko in lane 6. Next we have the Varsity 200 IM. Same race. In lane 1 we have Jake McNamara from Hastings. In lane 2, Adam Dewar from Hastings. In lane 3, Caleb Urban from Hastings. In lane 4, from Simley, Brandon Patrician. In lane 5 from Simley, Eric Schroeder. And in lane 6 from Simley, Dominic Olays. Swimmers up on the blocks. In the water. Butterfly first. Fly, back, breast, and free. It's a close race in the middle of the pool. Patrician, Urban, Dewar, Olays. IM swimmers will tell you they each have a stroke that is their least favorite. They work really hard at mastering all 4 of them. And they each will tell you they have an absolute favorite as well. Return for breaststroke. You can hear the teammates cheering. This is a crucial race. Caleb Urban is gaining on Patrician in the middle of the pool. I know the swimmer named Caleb Urban, and he loves the breaststroke. The breaststroke is tough. Timing is crucial. Caleb pulls ahead, he hits the wall first. Let's see how the freestyle goes. It is going to be a race in the middle of the pool. Urban versus Patrician. Kicking into the wall, kicking into the wall. Let's go! Urban touches first, followed by Patrician. Adam Dewar hustling in. Simley takes 2, 3, and 4. Hastings 1, 5, and 6. Urban wins it in a 2:04.85. Patrician a 2:05.26. That is a close race. Right now it looks like the score for this meet is tied at 15-15. I told you from the beginning that this was going to be an exciting swim meet.
Yard Freestyle for the Raiders, it's number 2, Tyler Wood. Lane number 3 for the Raiders, Nick Coon. For Simley, lane number 4, Glenn Rubendahl. And then lane number 5 for Simley, Colin Iverson.
Okay, I apologize. We are moving on to the 50 free. This is the JV heat of the 50 free. In lane 2, Tyler Wood. In lane 3, Nick Cohen. In lane 4, Glenn Rubendahl from Simley and Colin Iverson from Simley. The 50 free is a sprint, all out. These swimmers kick and their arms move as fast as they can. It's a down and back. There are swimmers who try to take 0 breaths as they race this race. Rubendahl hits the wall first, followed by Cohen, Iverson, and Wood. Moving on to the varsity 50-yard freestyle. For the Raiders, in lane number 1, Ryan Lester. In lane number 2 for the Raiders, John Destros. In lane 3 for the Raiders, Philip Jensen. In lane 4 for Simley is Hunter Dilla. In lane 5 is Ethan Gregg for Simley. And in 6, Hunter Collins from Simley. I love watching the 50. They are impressive swimmers. They are fast. My guess is every swimmer is well under 30 seconds in this race. Don't blink or you might miss it. Philip Jensen is the last to come up, but he's in the lead. And the rest of the pack is tight. I believe John Destros has a slight lead over the 3 Simley swimmers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Way to swim, boys, and my prediction was correct. Well under 30 seconds, maybe even all under 25. Phil wins that in a 22.60. The pool record is a 21.26. We will take a short break. Tonight is Parents' Night, so when we return, we will be honoring the parents who sadly can't be with us, but we want to acknowledge parents. So we will be right back after a short break. Welcome back. We want to acknowledge parents on Parents' Night. We realize that every swimmer has a family and supporters behind, and we want to say thank you. So as I introduce the swimmers and the managers, they will wave, and we'll get going. We have Sunshine Lewis, parents Jess and Chad. Sunshine and Jocelyn Brink, they are the student managers. So Jocelyn Brink, parents Miranda and Ryan. 7th grader Tristan Herbst, parents Jean and Todd. 8th grader Nathan Barker, parents Andrea and Adam. 8th grader Charlie Jensen, parents Andrea and Andy. 8th grader Isaac Schulk, parents Mandy and Aaron. 9th grade Kenrick O'Donnell, parents Becky and Patrick. 9th grader Tori Selner, parent Kim. 9th grader Caleb Urban, parents Julie and Scott. 9th grader Garrett Watterson, parents Jennifer and Paul. 10th grader Adam Dewar, parents Michelle and Nick. 10th grader Tyler Wood, parents Tanya and Nate. 11th grade John Destros, parents Annie and Jeff. 11th grade Obie Haveman, parents Tammy and Dave. 11th grader Philip Jensen, parents Andrea and Andy. 11th grade Nick Cohn, parents Amy and Casey. 12th grade Hudson Doty, parents Heather and Dennis. 12th grade Joe Everson, parents Suzanne and Mike. 12th grade Ryan Lester, parents Megan and Chris. 12th grade Jake McNamara, parents Kelly and Bill. 12th grade Liam Shellhammer, parents Lisa, Mike, and Jody. Give yourselves, parents, hey boys, give your parents a round of applause. They appreciate it. Boys wouldn't be here without you. Thanks for joining us. We're going to take a short break before diving. Welcome back to HCTV, broadcasting live from the Hastings Middle School pool. We are moving on to our diving section of the meet. We have 7 divers. Our first diver is Carter Klein from the Simley Spartans. He's doing an inward dive in the pike position.
Up first is Carter, 401B, inward dive, pike position, 1.5.
Scores for Carter, 4, 3.5, and 4.5.
4, 3.5, 4.5.
Charlie Jensen is the next diver from Hastings. Charlie is doing an inward dive in the tuck position. Divers like it very quiet as they dive so they can concentrate. Scores for Charlie, 6, 5.5, 5.5.
Up next is Fernando, 401C, inward dive.
Fernando is next from Simley Spartans. He's doing an inward dive in the tuck position. Scores for Fernando, 5.5, 5, and 5.5. Nathan Barker is next for the Hastings Raiders. He also is doing an inward dive in the tuck position. Just so you know, an inward dive, divers stand on the edge of the board facing the board. They jump out and up and enter the water facing the water. Scores for Nathan, 5.5, 5 and 6. Austin Pentilla from Simley is next. He's doing an inward dive in the pike position. The nice thing about the Hastings pool is we have 2 diving boards. Each team has their own board, which is, I apologize for the break, but I wanted to respect the diver. It is great for COVID, as well as diving moves quickly. Ryan Lester is the next diver for Hastings. He is doing an inward dive in the pike position. Ryan scores 6.5, 6 and 5. The final diver for round 1 is Marios Makar from the Simley Spartans. He is doing an inward dive in the pike position. Scores 7, 6 and 6. Round 2 of diving, Carter Klein from Simley is doing a forward 1.5 somersault in the tuck position. If you're new to diving, one of the things the judges look for is technique on the dive and entry into the water. The best entry is one with very little splash. Scores for Carter, 3.5, 4 and 3.5.
Up next is Charlie, 402C, inward, 1 somersault.
Charlie Jensen from Hastings is up next. He is doing an inward 1 somersault in the tuck position. Scores 5.5, 5.5, 5. Fernando Madrid Pina from Simley Spartans, a forward 1.5 somersault in the tuck position. Scores for Fernando, 4, 5, and 4.5. Nathan Barker is next for the Hastings Raiders. He's doing a back 1 somersault in the tuck position. Every dive is given a degree of difficulty and that also goes into the judges' scoring. Scores for Nathan, 5, 5, 4.5. Austin Pentilla from Simley will do a forward 1.5 somersault in the pike position. Scores for Austin, 5, 6, and 5.5. Ryan Lester from Hastings. He is doing an inward 1.5 somersault in the tuck position. Scores 6.5, 6, and 5.5. Marius Makar, Simley Spartans, a forward 1.5 somersault in the pike position. Scores 5 1/2, 7, 5 1/2. Moving on to round 3. Carter Klein from Simley, back dive in the tuck position.
The dive is 201C, back dive, tuck position, 1.5.
Scores for Carter, 3, 3, 3 1/2.
Up next is
Charlie Jensen, Hastings Raiders. He will do a back 1 somersault with a half twist in the free position. Scores for Charlie, 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 5 1/2. Fernando, Simley Spartans, reverse 1 somersault in the tuck position. Scores 5 5, 4 1/2. Nathan Barker is on the board next for Hastings Raiders. A back 1 somersault with a 1/2 twist in the free position. Scores for Nathan, 5, 4 1/2, and 4 1/2.
Next is Austin, 301B.
Austin Pentillas, Simley Spartans on the board next with a reverse dive in the pike position. Scores 5, 5 1/2, 5 1/2.
Next is Ryan, 204C. Back, 2 somersault, tuck position,
Ryan Lester,
2.0.
Hastings Raiders, back 2 somersaults in the tuck position. Scores for Ryan, 5 1/2, 4 1/2, 6.
4 1/2, 6.
Final diver of round 3, Marios Makar, Simley Spartans, reverse 1 1/2 somersaults in the tuck position. Scores 3 1/2, 3 1/2, 4 1/2. We move on to round 4. Carter Klein, Simley Spartans, reverse dive in the tuck position. Scores for Carter, 3 1/2, 3 1/2, 4. Charlie Jensen from Hastings is next. Charlie's dive is a forward 2 somersaults in the tuck position.
2.2.
Scores for Charlie, 5.5, 5.5, 5. Next up for the Simley Spartans is Fernando. A back dive in the straight position. Scores for Fernando, 4.5, 5, 4. Nathan Barker for the Raiders up next. Nathan's dive is a reverse, 1 somersault in the tuck position. Scores for Nathan, 7, 6, and 6.5. By the way, the highest score in diving is a 10, just for reference. This is Austin Pentilla, inward 1 somersault in the tuck position. Scores for Austin, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Ryan Lester, Hastings Raiders, reverse 2 somersaults in the tuck position. Scores for Ryan, 6, 6, and 6. Marios Makar, forward 2.5 somersault in the tuck position. This dive is the highest degree of difficulty we have seen tonight. It's a 2.4. Nicely done. Scores for Marius, 4.5, 5, and 5. Carter Klein leading off round 5 for the Simley Spartans. Will do an inward 1 somersault in the tuck position. Scores for Carter, 4, 4.5, 5.5. Charlie Jensen is next for the Hastings Raiders. His dive is a forward, 1 somersault, 1 twist in the free position. Scores for Charlie, 4.5, 3.5, 4.
Up next is Fernando, 51-21D. Forward, 1 somersault, 1.5 twist, free position, 1.7.
That was Fernando with a forward, 1 somersault, and a half twist in the free position. Scores 4, 4, and 4. Nathan Barker is next for the Hastings Raiders. He's doing a forward, 1 somersault, half twist in the free position. Scores for Nathan, 4.5, 4.5, and 4. Austin Pentilla from Simley is next. He will do a forward 1 somersault, 1 twist in the free position. Scores for Austin, 4.5, 5.5, and 6. Ryan Lester for the Raiders up next. He is doing a forward 2.5 somersaults in the tuck position, another 2.4 difficult dive. Scores for Ryan, 4, 3.5, and 5.5. Marios is doing a back 1.5 somersault in the tuck position. We start, scores from Marius, 4.5, 5.5, and 5. We start the final round of diving. Carter Klein on the board from Simley. A forward 1 somersault with a half twist in the free position. Scores for Carter, 3.5, 4, 3.5. Charlie Jensen, Raiders, will do a back 1.5 somersault in the tuck position. Four, 3.5, and 3.5. Fernando is up next. He will do a forward dive in the tuck position. Scores for Fernando, 5, 5.5, 4.5. Nathan Barker is next on the board. He is doing a forward 1.5 somersault in the tuck position. Nathan scores 6.5, 6 and 5.5. Austin Pentilla, forward 2 somersaults in the tuck position. Scores for Austin, 3.5, 5 and 5. Ryan Lester's final dive for the Hastings Raiders. Forward 1.5 somersaults, 1 twist in the free position. 5.5, 4.5, and 6. The final diver, Marios Makar, Simley Spartans, will do an inward 2 somersaults in the tuck position. scores for Marius, 4, 6, and 6. We will go to a break and return with swimming. Thanks for watching. Welcome back. We are live, HCTV broadcasting live from the Hastings Middle School pool. Just for our Simley and Hastings fans, at the end of the first period in hockey, boys hockey, the score is 0-0. Thanks to Town Square Television for broadcasting that game live. We wanted to give you that update. Back to swimming. This is event 11, JV 100-yard butterfly. 3 swimmers from Simley: Glenn Rubendahl in lane 4, Lucas McGonigal in lane 5, Zachary Elitzko from Simley in lane 6, the 100-yard butterfly. The 100-yard butterfly is 4 lengths of the butterfly. Glenn Rubendahl in lane 4, ahead of McGonigal and Elitzko. Butterfly is as challenging as it looks. The dolphin kick goes with butterfly. Finding the rhythm between kick and arms is crucial in the butterfly, and once you get it, you kind of get it. One length left. Rubendahl, McGonigal, and Elitzko. All swimmers from Simley. We are now on to the 100-yard butterfly varsity. In lane 1 for Hastings is John Destros. In lane 2 for Hastings is Liam Shellhammer. In lane 3, Adam Dewar from Hastings. In lane 4 from Simley, Ethan Gregg. In lane 5 from Simley, Dominic Olays. And in lane 6 for Hastings, for Simley is Hunter Dilla. These swimmers are getting pumped up for a fast swim. I will share the results of diving as soon as I can get them. John Destros from Hastings hits the wall first in lane 1. It is a tight field of butterflyers. Adam Dewar in the middle of the pool. Ethan Gregg, Dominic Olays. John and Adam hit the wall first. What a race, what a race. John continues to lead by a fraction. Adam Dewar's behind him. And Ethan and Dominic. It looks like Adam is going to hit the wall first, followed by John. Nice swim, boys. Ethan, Dominic, Hunter, and Liam Shellhammer. Waiting for times. That was a fast swim. Adam with a 56.91, John with a 57.18. Next we have the 100-yard freestyle junior varsity. 5 swimmers in this event. 100-yard freestyle is 4 lengths of the pool. In lane 1 for Hastings is Tori Selner. In lane 2 for Hastings is Kenrick O'Donnell. In lane 3 for Hastings is Garrett Watterson. In lane 4 from Simley is Ethan Deeb, and in lane 5 from Simley is Vincent Evangelista.
Lane number 2 for the Raiders, Kenrick O'Donnell. And in lane 3 for the Hastings Raiders, Garrett Watterson. Lane 4 for Simley, Ethan Deeb. And in lane 5 for Simley, Vincent Evangelista.
The 100-yard freestyle is a sprint. 4 lengths, as fast as one can go. Garrett in lane 3 will turn first, followed by Greg and Olays. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong event. Followed by Evangelista and Deeb. I apologize. Garrett turns for his second 50. Ethan Deeb, Vincent Evangelista, Tori Selner, and Kenrick O'Donnell. Garrett turns for home. Deeb, Evangelista, Selner, and Kenrick. Garrett cruises into the wall. Deeb second. Evangelista, Selner in lane 1, and O'Donnell in lane 2. Next event is the Varsity 100-yard freestyle. A full 6 lanes of the pool. Swimming for Hastings in lane 1 is Jake McNamara. In lane 2 is Hudson Doty. In lane 3 is Joe Everson. In lane 4, Andy Watts from Simley. In lane 5, Hunter Collins from Simley. And in lane 6 from Simley is Albert Manzor. Swimmers are being announced, keeping their muscles loose. On the blocks they go. Joe comes up last, but he comes up in the lead. Everson turns first, followed by Hudson Doty, Andy Watts. Hunter Collins is in there too. Joe turns. Joe seems to have a commanding lead for first. There is a race for second and third and fourth. These boys are into this race. They want these points. Hudson has a slight lead. They need to know. I'm not sure they can see each other in the pool. Collins and Watts battling. They take 2 and 3. Hudson takes fourth. Manzoor and McNamara. We go from the very fast 100 free, 4 lengths of the pool. We move to the 500, the JV 500 free. That is 20 lengths of the pool. We have 2 swimmers swim in JV. From Simley, Adam Pizimmer, Aiden Pizimmer, and Colin Iverson. Aiden's in lane 4 and Colin's in lane 5, both 10th graders. The 500 free JV has started. It is 20 lengths, 10 laps of the pool. Swimmers have teammates on the far end that help count their lengths. They're finishing 1. I do have the results from diving. In 7th place with a score of 108.55 is Carter Klein from the Simley Spartans. In lane 6 with a score of 127.70 is Fernando Madrid Pina from Simley. With a score of 149.90, in 5th place is Nathan Barker from the Hastings Raiders. In 4th place with a score of 158.35 is Charlie Jensen from the Hastings Raiders. With a score of 168, Adam Pentilla in 3rd place from Simley. And in 2nd place with a score of 192.85 is Marius Makar from Simley. And our leader in diving tonight, Ryan Lester, with a score of 202.05. Way to go, divers. Back to the 500. JV 500, they are completing 5 lengths. The 500 is a long swim. It is the longest distance of the Minnesota State High School swim program. In the world of swimming, there are longer distances, both the 800 yard, or I'm sorry, it's 800 meters. And there's a mile and a half mile. I am joined right now by Bruce.
Well, hi, Julie.
Well, hi, Bruce. I'm glad to have a friend to talk to.
How you doing tonight?
I'm great, thank you.
Awesome. So I offered to Hunter at the diving break point that I could come on and talk quick in the 500 about the different prep that the coaches go through as far as scoring out the meets.
I would love to hear your... I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, so what they do is the teams all share their scores. And
scores by
I mean
scores
their
for
timing.
Meets, their times.
All the time,
yes.
all the times and stuff for all the meets gets emailed out after every meet to all the coaches in the conference. So what teams will do is they'll say, okay, if Simley takes their best swimmer in the 50 freestyle, their best time ever versus our best time ever, how will we fare?
Yeah.
It's a way to kind of scout the other team.
Absolutely.
So the scoring process is, do we match up? Do we win this one? How do we miss this one?
Yeah. Yeah.
So viewers, if you can see Jerry standing over across the pool in between races, he's looking at the board going, we thought we could win this race. We thought we would come second here. How did we finish compared to our plan?
Absolutely.
Because, yes, every sport has a plan, right?
Every sport has a plan.
So the thought process was, based on times, Hastings could win this tonight by either 2 or 4 points.
Right.
And it's going to be the closest meet they're going to have all season with the
Absolutely.
expectations. So I thought that would be kind of an
And in
interesting
fact,
thing.
Bruce, am I not wrong that this race is not the conference championship race, but it's pretty darn close to determining who might win the conference?
Well, the 3 main powerhouses in swimming for this conference, St. Thomas Academy, Simley, and Hastings. Those are your 3 big, fast teams. South St. Paul, Tartan are all very good teams. They just aren't quite at the same level. It's just, you know, the reality of things.
So Hastings beat St. Thomas.
That's the key. And in writing for the paper, the Hastings Journal, I got to throw that out there.
Of course.
In writing for that, talking with Jerry about the St. Thomas meet, they haven't beat St. Thomas since he's been coaching, and that's 32 years.
It's a long stretch.
Hastings boys have never won a conference title ever.
So you're laying it on pretty thick tonight there, Bruce. I'm a mom of one of these swimmers. I feel you.
Right, and that's why I thought it'd be kind of fun to come on and tell you guys that, because the excitement around this meet is, with it being St. Thomas, Simley, and Hastings all in contention, if Hastings wins, the odds are they're going to be the conference champions. Right. If Simley wins, then it comes down to Simley versus St. Thomas.
Right, right.
So it's just one of those things, like, it's a big deal. And the kids are super excited, and the coaches are. Very excited.
If you can hear in the background, there is a bell. The bell is a 500 swimmer's favorite noise. Above their head is the bell that they are in the lead. They are entering their last 50, their last 2 lengths of the pool.
Yes, and as an announcer for swimming, one of the fun things I like to do every once in a while is when the JV heat gets out of the pool. Sorry guys, the timing system didn't work.
Right,
we got to do it over.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Bruce, do you by any chance know the seed times of the 2 fastest swimmers in this Varsity 500 that's coming next?
In the Varsity 500 seed times? I haven't looked at the sheet.
Well, Bruce, I can tell you.
Well, I would guess. So let me guess.
I want you to guess.
Because the record for that is like a 5 flat, somewhere in there, I think was one of the. So I would say probably 5:08, 5:10.
So Caleb from Hastings swims it. His fastest is a 5:01. Nico from
Simley
is a 5:01.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm sorry. Nico is a 5 flat.
Okay.
So this is going to be a race. These 2.
That's awesome.
That's a great, I mean, it's going to be a fun race.
Yeah, now, does Hastings do the same thing that Sibley does? Because I announce for Henry Sibley. And as your swimming career goes on, you have to swim in every event, no matter what.
You know what? I'm not sure. That would be a great follow-up question to Coach Jerry. I'm not sure. They do like to mix things up when they can, and when the lineup can switch like it did on Tuesday for Tartan and give guys a chance to swim an event they haven't, that's always fun.
Well, I know that my 6'2", like 260-pound kid swam the 500 his senior year.
Right. So let me get everyone caught up on who is in.
And I'm going to go take pictures.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
So in lane 1, we have Tristan Hertz for the Hastings Raiders. In lane 2 for Hastings is Isaac Schulk. In lane 3 is Caleb Urban. In lane 4 is Nico from Simley, Nico Lazinski. In lane 5 is Joseph Waska from Simley, and in lane 6 is John Tabor from Simley. Again, the 500, 20 lengths, 10 laps. Caleb and Nico are aware of how fast each other swims. This will be a fun race. Nico has very long arms and is very smooth in the water. When they were standing getting ready, he has several inches in height on Caleb. Swimmers come in all shapes and sizes. They are staying together. And Waska in lane 5 as well. Up in lane 1, Tristan Herbst and Isaac Schulk. And lane 6, John Tabor. Done with 5 lengths. I was glad Bruce came and chatted for a minute. It puts in perspective how each race contributes significantly and each place contributes significantly to the score of this meet. Nico and Caleb are moving well at 30-second split times for the 50s. Both of them look very smooth and relaxed. You can see by the amount of water by their feet, they're not kicking ferociously at this point. This point of the race, they might actually be saving their legs slightly. Nine down. There's a lot of strategy in the 500. Pacing. Turns and underwaters and walls get to be very important in a 500. These guys are more than halfway done. One of the ways coaches communicate with their swimmers in the water is they tell their teammate that are doing the cards to flip their numbers upside down, and that's just the universal sign for get moving. Caleb's number is upside down. He knows he's got to start to move. Nico has open water, a body length of open water between him and Caleb Urban. Nico is certainly making this race look really easy. I know it is not. He is working very hard. $17 down. They are getting close. You're going to hear the sound that every 500 swimmer loves. You can now see that Caleb has turned his feet on, trying to get every second out of this water and out of this swim. They are working super hard in lanes 1, 2, 5, and 6. They want every place they can get. Nico touches the wall first. Caleb is cruising in. Nico swam, holy cow. If those truly are the times, these boys just, wow. Oh my gosh, a 4:52.22 is a really fast 500. Those are lifetime best swims for both of those boys. A 4:59.08. Coming in third place for the Simley team is Joseph Waska with a 5:23. Then we have John Tabor, Isaac Schulk, and Tristan Herbst. Tristan is a 7th grader. Isaac is an 8th grader. They just swam really, really well. Oh my, all sub 6 minute 500s. What an impressive race. And you can see these guys are not fast to get out of the water. They are tired. That was awesome. Wow. Wow, wow. Fun to see best times, regardless of who touches the wall first. That is exciting. Next, we have the JV 200 Freestyle Relay. Looks like we have two teams in the pool, one from Hastings and one from Simley. For the Hastings Raiders, we have Nathan Barker, Kenrick O'Donnell, Tori Selner, and Nick Cohn. For Simley, Christian Jack, Marios Macor, Elliot Tabor, and Fernando Pina Madrid. That looks like a lot of divers. So the 200 freestyle relay is every swimmer swims a 50 free. A 50 free as fast as they can. I talked about earlier the importance of relay exchanges in the pool. Off the blocks, touch the wall. The timing is crucial. Third swimmer in, Elliot for Simley. Third swimmer, Tori, getting ready for Hastings. Fourth swimmer in for Simley, Fernando Madrid Pina, and Nick Cohn goes in the water for Hastings. Folks, I don't know if you can see the scoreboard, if it's always up on the screen, but I'm going to tell you that score 64-62, that is a tight swim meet. It's going to come down to every point in every swim. I love how HCTV can confirm with me that you can all see the scoreboard at all times. That's awesome. We have the Varsity 200 Freestyle Relay, 6 lanes of swimmers. I'm sorry. There's no one in lane 1. I apologize. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in Hastings. Raiders in lane 2. Ryan Lester, Hudson Doty, Obi Haveman, and Isaac Schulk. In lane 3 for the Hastings Raiders, Philip Jensen, Joe Everson, Caleb Urban, and John Destros. For Simley in lane 4, Hunter Dilla, Ethan G., Hunter Collins, and Nico Lazinski. In lane 5 for Simley, Andy Watts, Albert Manzour, Austin Pentilla, and Joseph Waska. And for Simley in lane 6, Carter Klein, Glenn Rubendahl, Ethan Deeb, and Aiden Pizimmer. And yes, if you recognize a lot of those names, they just swam the 500. They climbed out of the pool. Now they're in line to swim a length of the 200 freestyle relay, a 50. Joe Everson for Hastings in the water first as the second swimmer. And we have Ethan G. in lane 3 for Hastings. I'm sorry, in lane 2 it's Hudson Doty. John Destros is the third swimmer for Hastings. They mixed the lineup a little bit. Austin Pentilla, Obi Haveman. Oh, I apologize. Hunter Collins is in lane 4. Austin Pentilla is in lane 5. And Ethan Deeb is in lane 6. Caleb Urban enters the water for Hastings with a commanding lead. His legs are going, his arms are going. He turns from home and has to hold off Nico Lazinski. Come on, Caleb. Come on, come on. Nice. Hastings hits the wall first. Simley second, Simley third. Hastings with Isaac Schulk and Aiden Zimmer in lane 6. Relays are fun. These swimmers work together. They cheer for each other. They are incredible athletes. They work really hard to crawl out of the pool from one race, wait a fraction of minutes, and do it again is awesome. Next we have the 100-yard JV Backstroke. 3 swimmers in the pool. Tyler Wood for Hastings in lane 3. Christian Jack for Simley in lane 4. Lucas McGonigal for Simley in lane 5. The 100 backstroke for JV. You'll notice backstroke events, the backstrokers start in the water and they pull up, they put their feet on the wall, they pull up on special bars kind of underneath the starting blocks. They try to arch their backs up over the water. Just a few minutes ago, you got a great shot of the senior banners that are up. There are 5 seniors: Hudson Doty, Joe Everson, Ryan Lester, Jake McNamara, and Liam Shellhammer. We like to always recognize seniors. I am thrilled to announce them and recognize them in a year where maybe we didn't know how many sports events we were going to have. It is fun for seniors to be able to participate. And I give a lot of credit to athletic directors like Trent Hansen from Hastings and all the athletic directors. I apologize, I do not know the AD from Simley. And I can give you an update. Oh, it just went away. Update on the score on the hockey game. They're doing a replay. A goal scored by Hastings. I believe it's 1-0 Hastings. We are nearing the end of the 100-yard backstroke. McGonigal in lane 5, Jack Christian in lane 4, and Tyler Wood in lane 3 for Hastings. Just so you know, that was in the second period of the hockey game. Looks like they are having a good battle up there as well. 100-yard backstroke, varsity 100-yard backstroke. A full 6 lanes. Garrett Watterson from Hastings in lane 1. Tristan Herbst in lane 2 from Hastings. Philip Jensen from Hastings in lane 3. Brandon Patrician from Simley in lane 4. Eric Schrader in lane 5 from Simley, and John Tabor from Simley in lane 6. Second period. Score is 1-0 for Hastings in the hockey game against Simley. Thank you again to Town Square Television for broadcasting that game. In the water is the 100-yard backstroke. I gotta mention, you guys, Philip Jensen just shows us what underwater work is. The kid literally swims half the pool underwater. He has worked years and years at perfecting that skill. The flags across the pool are for backstrokers. It's not just for decoration, but the backstrokers know when they hit the flags, they count their strokes, they turn over, they can do one stroke on their belly, then they turn over, flip over, and turn for home. Philip has a commanding lead of this race. Obviously, there's more races in the middle of the pool. We have Tristan Herbst in lane 2, Brandon Patrician, Eric Schrader, John Tabor, and Garrett Watterson up in lane 1. Tristan, 7th grader, comes in with a great swim. Another exciting event.
Finishing in lane 3, Mr. Philip Jensen.
Philip Jensen with a time of 52:66. Did I just hear that correctly? A new pool record. Wow! So fun. Philip Jensen, new pool record.
Great job, Philip. Event 21, the 100-yard.
Nice job, Philip. Hard work pays off of amazing swim. Congratulations. How awesome. We move on to the 100-yard breaststroke junior varsity. There are 3 swimmers in the JV heat. Nick Cohn from Hastings in lane 3, Marius Makar from Simley in lane 4, and Fernando Madrid Pina from Simley in lane 5. 100-yard breaststroke. I imagine if you have ever done any swimming, you've done the breaststroke of some sort. To be honest, it is one of the more difficult strokes. It is challenging to figure out the timing of a pull, kick, and a glide. And breathing and moving your body, gliding through the water with a lot of power from your pull and your kick. The timing is crucial. In breaststroke, swimmers must touch the wall each time with 2 hands. They would be disqualified if they did not. Breaststrokers do not do flip turns. They touch the wall and crunch up their bodies and push off the wall as far as, as hard as they can, and glide underwater as far as they can. Nick Cohn in lane 3 has open water between him and Marius Makar and Fernando Madrid Pina. In a swim meet, varsity races are the only ones that score, varsity races are the ones that score points for the overall meet win, and each place is a certain number of points. You can see right now the score is 80-76. That is a 4-point, easy math, 4-point spread. This will come down to every event. Right now we will have the 100-yard breaststroke. These 2 coaching staffs have put their best breaststroker that they think can pull off this race. In lane 1, racing for Hastings, is Obi Haveman. In lane 2, Charlie Jensen for the Raiders. In lane 3 for the Raiders is senior Liam Shellhammer. In lane 4 for Simley is Ethan G. In lane 5 for Simley is Joseph Waska. And in lane 6 for Simley is Albert Manzor. These swimmers know how fast their opponents have swam these events. There is pressure. They know it. Liam Shellhammer for Hastings off to a bit of an early lead. He hits the wall first, turns. G, Waska, Charlie Jensen, Albert Manzour, and Obi Haveman. Liam hits the wall at 50 first, turns for his second 50. This is going to be a race. The worst thing in breaststroke you can do for your stroke is to panic, because the glide requires a relaxed body. Liam and G and Waska have got to stay calm. And it's hard when all you want to do is race harder and faster. And boy, do we have a race. Oh my gosh, who is gonna touch first? Liam touches first, followed. Woo! I'm sorry, I am wrong. Liam gets out-touched by Ethan G in lane 4, then Liam Shellhammer. Oh my gosh, you guys, 108.02 and 108.11 and 108.16. That is unbelievably close. Great swim. Wow. Wow. Then lane 6 was Albert Manzour in 4th, and Charlie Jensen in 5th, and Obi Heyman in 6th. Wow. Hastings, just an update on the hockey game. Hastings has scored again. It is in the break after the second period. I know swimming terms. I'm sorry, I am mumbling. It's the second intermission. Hastings is up 2-0. There's a hush in this pool right now. That was an amazing race by those 3 swimmers. Wow, that was awesome. We move to the final event, you guys. This is how tight this is. The final event is the 400-yard freestyle relay. Right now, Simley has pulled ahead in the score of 87-85. So this is the JV 400 freestyle relay junior varsity. We have 3 lanes of swimmers. For Hastings in lane 3 is Garrett Watterson, Tyler Wood, Kenrick O'Donnell, and Tori Sellner. In lane 4 for Simley, Lucas McMonigal, I'm sorry, Ethan Deeb, Colin Iverson, and Zachary Iletsko. In lane 5 for Simley, Carter Klein, Vincent Evangelista, Fernando Madrid Pina, and Elliot Tabor. In the 400 freestyle relay, each swimmer swims a 100 free, 4 lengths of the pool. This is a swim as fast as you can event. Swimming their second 50 is the second swimmer in the relay, Tyler Wood for Hastings, Ethan Deeb for Simley, and Vincent Evangelista in lane 5 for Simley. The third swimmers are in the water. Kenrick O'Donnell for Hastings, Colin Iverson for Simley, and Fernando Madrid-Pina for Simley. You can hear there is quite a lot of commotion in the pool area as the varsity relay teams begin to pump themselves up for this last race. Coaches have done everything they can. Swimmers have trained. It comes down to this race. But before that, we will finish this JV. The fourth swimmer is in the water for Simley in lane 4, Zachary Iletsko. The fourth and final swimmer for Hastings enters the water, Tori Selner. The team from Simley in lane 4 is finishing their race. Hastings has another 50, and so does Simley in lane 5. Tori kicking into the wall, and Elliott finishing up in lane 5. I have said these names many times tonight, and I apologize for those that I have mispronounced. But I have said them many times, and I'm impressed at how many times these boys have gotten up on the blocks and gone for it. And now it is now. It is now. The last of the event, last event of the meet, the boys varsity 400 freestyle relay. We have 5 lanes of swimmers, 2 for Hastings, 3 for Simley. In lane 2 for the Hastings Raiders, Isaac Schulk, Jake McNamara, Tristan Herbst, and Charlie Jensen. In lane 2 for the Hastings Raiders, Joe Everson, Caleb Urban, Adam Dewar, and John Destros. In lane 3 for Simley, Brandon Patrician, Ethan Gregg, Ethan G, and Nico Lozinski. For Simley in lane 5, Eric Schrader, Andy Watts, Dominic Olays, and John Tabor. And for Simley in lane 6, Glenn Rubendahl, Christian Jack, Aiden Pizimmer, and Austin Pentilla. This race is it, you guys. This will decide the meet. They're in the water. Joe Everson flips first and heads. Joe Everson in lane 3. Brandon Patrician in lane 4. Eric Schrader, Glenn Rubendahl. Joe continues to lead as he kicks his 4th 25, trying to give Caleb Urban a strong lead. They time it right. Caleb goes off. And Ethan Gregg in the water. Caleb turns slightly, but ever so slightly ahead. You can see by the amount of water behind them, they are kicking with all they have. They cannot leave anything to chance. They cannot leave anything in this pool, anything left. All of it out. Come on. What a race. Whew. My heart's pounding just watching it. Caleb continues to power in. Ethan Gregg to the wall. Adam Dewar for Hastings. Ethan G for Simley in the water. Third swimmer for Simley, Dominic Olays in lane 5. Third swimmer for Hastings in lane 2 is Tristan Herbst. Adam Dewar and G turn for their second 50. It is close, it is close, it is close. Adam with just a finger lead. These boys are kicking with all they have. John Destros and Nico Blazinski in the water. Come on, boys, nice swim. Wow, you guys, this is so close. They flip about exactly at the same time. Nico might have a little bit of a lead here. Come on. What a race. Charlie Jensen is kicking in lane 3. Nico is pulling ahead. John is giving it everything he has. Nico touches the wall first. John second. What an amazing race. Here comes Simley. Charlie Jensen kicking in as fast as he can for 4th. And Austin Pentilla. It's the race of the divers right now. Wow, what a finish to an amazing swim meet. These guys put it all out there. We will await the final score. It is pretty quiet in here waiting. Thank you so much for joining us. These swimmers have worked really hard tonight. It has been an exciting meet. I don't know how many times I've said exciting, but it has been thrilling, really captivating, and I know that they have worked. Lane 2 for Hastings was disqualified.
Tonight's final score, Hastings
The
Raiders
final score tonight,
89,
Hastings Raiders 89 and Simley Spartans 97. Wow, wow, wow. A heartbreaker for Hastings, no doubt. My goodness. Congratulations, Simley Spartans. Thank you to the Simley parents and fans for tuning in tonight. This is HCTV broadcasting live from Hastings. Thank you again for joining us. I want to thank our director and producer, Hunter Pinky. On cameras, we have Max Slocum and Ben Moen. Graphics, Kurt Radke and Hunter Pinky. Again, thanks to HCTV for broadcasting tonight. What a great event. It's great to have a live stream, and we are thankful that you were with us tonight. Have a great evening. Good night.